Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us, because you must be the busiest person on the planet at the moment with all these different projects that you're getting involved with. But it's great to have you on. Let's talk first about this fight then. Saturday night, we're doing it here on talkSPORT. You can listen to it live. Tell me about who you're fighting against and what this fight is going to be all about.
So I'm fighting against a guy called Faze Temper. He's a dangerous opponent. He's southpaw, 6'4". He has Malik Scott in his corner, Deontay Wilder's coach, training him. So yeah, he's going to be a tough opponent. He's way tougher than my last opponent, who was going to be the person I was going to be fighting, Dylan Dennis, but he pulled out. Yeah. So yeah, I'm fighting Temper, and it's going to be a tough fight, but I'm ready.
Wait, how tall are you? What's the height difference?
I'm 5'11". I like to sound 6 foot, but I'm 5'11".
Tell me, where did the boxing come from? Were you a fan as a child? When did you realise you had a boxing talent?
I mean, I wasn't a fan of boxing at all from the big, when I was young. It was only when I was about 24, 25. It's when I called out Joe Weller. So he's a YouTuber who did boxing as well. He boxed his mate just as like this YouTube joke. And I put on Instagram in the comments being like, oh, I'll fight the winner as a joke. But I had no combat experience. I didn't know how to fight. I was terrible. The idea of fighting terrified me. I never trained in my life. Even when I was in school, I hated doing training, all types of training. I hated cross country. I played rugby because I was a fat kid, and I'd just be prop. So when it came to sport, there were none of my schoolmates would expect me to be in this position. So,
but there's something about boxing, isn't there? When you get involved with it, even a little bit, it's quite addictive. And I imagine the lifestyle that you have to lead as well. You just feel great all the time because you're at your peak health and peak fitness. I wondered a little bit about this late change in opponent. The fact, not to highlight again, I'm not saying it to highlight your 5'11". I think that's a great height. More the fact that there's a real difference between the two of you. How prepared do you feel about it?
Yeah, I'm very prepared. We've trained many weeks on working against southpaws. I've had about 111 rounds of me just going against southpaws, just working on finding the angles, working on moving, because obviously they're very different to orthodox fighters, and it's hard to find southpaw fighters that are well, especially 6 foot. I guess that's the only thing I haven't worked on. I haven't been able to work on taller southpaws, but from all the work that we've been doing, and me staying disciplined and me training twice a day, every day except for Sundays, I've put in the work, and I can't wait to show the world that I'm really I love this whole boxing scene. It's like it gives me purpose. It's my passion right now, and I just want to keep doing it, and eventually get to Jake Paul and knock him out.
That was one of my questions, actually. I was going to say, are you the man to bring an end to Jake Paul's
run?
run?
100%. I am the man. That's the reason why I came back. And through every fight that I do, you will see that I'm that guy.
Also, I want to ask you about the Prime drink, the hype around it now. Did you ever envision that happening?
Not at all. I mean, I thought it would do okay because, I had me and Logan Paul promoting it. And we both have very big fan bases, but I didn't expect it to just be this insane to the point where people are paying £100 for a can of Prime, or £25 for a bottle of Prime Hydration. It's going crazy, and
we need some sending to talkSPORT.
Yeah, of course. I can send you some. Of course. Yeah, man. Send me the address. I'll sort you.
I wondered what you thought about it, because on one hand, it's obviously great marketing and advertising, and people are going wild about it. But on the other hand, you kind of go, Jesus, guys, like £100 for charging these kids, and it's not you charging it, is it? It's the retailers.
Well, yeah, and I hate it. There's a guy called Wakey Wines who's been doing it. I don't know if it's a joke or not, but either way, I think it's terrible practice, because people want to try these drinks and have not got the chance to try the drinks. And, you know, they see me promote it, and I know a lot of people are inspired by me and, you know, are interested in the things that I promote, etc. So with me, there's a very limited amount of things that I promote, because I only promote the things that I actually use. So when people saw that I was promoting the Prime, they were like, oh, I want to try this Prime, cool. And now you've got people who are just bulk buying and then selling it at stupid prices to take advantage of the hype, and I hate it.
I want to ask you, mate, where are you at home most? Where do you feel comfortable most? YouTube, boxing, rapping, where do you feel comfortable?
I think it depends how I'm feeling. Sometimes, like, for example, if I'm on a plane and I'm like a long haul plane, like, music like is the best thing for me, like, especially like whenever I'm writing songs or I'm listening to beats and I'm just in my zone, I'm just by myself, and I'm in a way and I'm able to just write and feel myself and just enjoy myself through that with music. And then with boxing, I like how disciplined it is. I like how regimented it is. Like, every day I wake up, I train, and then I can eat, do whatever, and then I go for another run, like in the afternoon or the evening. Like, it's all regimented, and there's a system, and it's nice, and it keeps me in order. And then with YouTube, it's just fun. Like, I've always been doing YouTube. It's the thing I started from. I started from playing FIFA in my bedroom, doing commentary videos, and then I've just worked into doing other things around, just with boxing and music, etc. So
KSI, I've got a big question for you here, and don't rush into the answer.
No, I won't.
Knocking out Jake Paul or Arsenal winning the Premier League this season?
That's your evil. That's a very evil question. The thing is, Arsenal going to win the league anyway. So it doesn't matter, is it? But, Jake Paul's also getting knocked out.
What's the relationship like? Because Jake Paul you have this rival with, and his brother you have a business with, essentially. So how does that work?
Yeah, so it's very awkward. Extremely awkward. Obviously, Logan knows it's coming and it's happening. And, when we do fight, me and Jake, obviously he's going to back his brother because, that's his blood. But, at the end of the day, it's still, we're going to find out who the best of the best is when it comes to this YouTube scene. And this rivalry has been boiling and building for years and years and years. I remember when I called him out first to fight him, and then Jake didn't want it. He was like, oh, fight my dad or fight my dog. So then I ended up fighting Logan Paul instead because he was down. And then, once I beat Logan, obviously we had went on podcasts, and then we have a business together now. And now it's Jake's turn. Now it's my turn and Jake's turn to go at it and see who's the best of the best. And then ultimately, that is the legacy piece. And for me, that's all my life is about, legacy. I get money left, right, and center. Like, I don't really care. Like, for me, I don't do this for money. I do this because I just enjoy it, and I do this for my legacy. And when people see that I'm really about it, especially this Saturday, they're going to be shocked and excited for sure.
I think as well, from our perspective, we're all involved in sport and we love sport. And I think when the YouTube boxing scene started, I think there was a lot of animosity is probably too strong a word. People were a bit confused by it, and people didn't understand it, and they thought, is this a bad take for boxing? Are we promoting something that isn't pure boxing? But what I have watched and what I have found really interesting and entertaining about this whole thing is Misfits Boxing, which is your company, right?
Yeah.
Misfits Boxing has now gone into a deal with DAZN. So they signed a new deal with them, and it's a broadcast deal for at least 6 events a year. Is that right?
Yeah.
See, this is kind of So this is becoming more than just a couple of fights for you. This is like a serious move into broadcasting and into the boxing world, which I don't think anyone really can sneer at. I think it's quite smart.
Well, DAZN truly believe in us, and they truly believe in the vision. And, with us, we just see this whole boxing scene as a way to bring in the younger audience. There's a lot of, teenagers and young adults that are who didn't really know or care about boxing, but now because of me and Logan and Jake Paul and all these other YouTube influencers, they're just obsessed with boxing, and you know, it's trickling down into traditional boxing, and more people are getting excited, and it's also, we're trying to push this narrative that, you know, boxing is about being healthy, you know, helping you stay disciplined and giving you a great mindset when, you know, in life in general. And I feel like a lot of people are getting inspired by that and really resonating with that view. And, you know, rather than just seeing people who they think are unachievable, as in like things that are unachievable, people are now looking at us like, oh, if KSI can do it, maybe I can do it. And I keep pushing that. And I think that's great. I don't want people to believe that I'm just some ultimate being that, you know, I've trained when I was younger till now. And, you know, it's impossible for you to reach my level. Anyone can reach my level. It's just, all you have to do is hard work. You have to put in the hard work and you can get there. So.
What a lovely way to end it. Thank you so much. It's been great.
Good luck at the weekend.
Yeah, good luck at the weekend.
We'll send you that address for the drinks, okay?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Don't do it, because you know he's going to be flogging them for £100
I'll set
each.
up a stall, I will.
That's what he's going to be doing. Don't do it. KSI, good luck this weekend and with all of your other projects as well. Great to have you on talkSPORT Breakfast.
Good luck, mate.
Very, very soon. It's 9:45, guys.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods, Monday to Wednesday morning 6 till 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.